Hello and welcome back to another video on high altitude investing. Today is Monday, March 2nd. My name is Dallin Anderson and I'm going to be talking about why Litecoin has my attention. I know I've mentioned Litecoin in a couple videos back, but I really want to keep you guys posted and updated on this one specifically because this is one of the better setups that I see in the entire market. And I really like the Elliott wave structure on every single time frame, whether it's the 4 hour, the 1 day, the 3 day, the 1 week, or zoomed clear out into the logarithmic on the 1 week, then it really doesn't matter for me. I see a good setup in all of those time frames. And when you have confluence in the big picture, the medium picture, and the little picture, really provides a strong overall signal here. So I am uploading 5 videos a week all through 2020. Make sure that you guys hit that like button as well as the subscribe button with the notification bell so that you guys are updated and posted every single time that I post and you guys are aware of what's going on in the markets. And without further ado, I will get straight into the Litecoin analysis. The smaller time frame is what we're going to start in here. We're going to start just by doing analysis on it. And I already have a switch to the 4 hour time frame and the Elliott waves drawn in this time frame. It's pretty obvious to me that we've already completed our first and our second wave and our third and our fourth and our fourth and our fifth and our A and our B, and it looks like we have completed the C wave. That isn't confirmed yet until we get above a certain Fibonacci level, but it's looking like we have confirmed that 3 wave, or looking like we have placed that 3 wave, and we will confirm that soon. So what I'm really looking for here in that final, that B to the C wave, is 5 waves down. So we actually will drop one more time frame here, actually maybe even one more to the 1 hour. And we're going to zoom in and see if we can count from this B wave down to the C wave. Let's see if we can count 5 waves down. And sure enough, I already see a very nice 1-2 wave. You can even see the ABC back up. And then look at that. We've got a, oops, misclick. Don't right click when you're left clicking with your Elliott waves. Right click will delete your waves. So this right here is the 3rd wave, and then you can see another ABC back up for the 4th wave, and I suspect that to be the 5th. And this does look like an ending diagonal Elliott wave right here from the 4 to the 5th. And so that downward pointing, this kind of falling wedge pattern, triangle along with 5 waves down from the B to the C, tells me that it could very well be the case that 5 waves are in. And that means that the C wave is also in. And you guys, if the C wave is in on this correction, let me just give you guys an idea of what that means. So I've already went over the smaller time frame here on the shorter time frame. But if that ABC is done, that means that we have completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves and an ABC correction down. So we've completed 1 cycle and then finished our C wave, 5 waves down. And then we completed another cycle and finished our C wave, 5 waves down, and completed another cycle and finished our C wave. So that means that we are literally at the bottom of an ABC correction on the big picture, an ABC correction on the medium picture, and an ABC correction on the shorter time frames. So there literally is not a single time frame that we don't have a good buying opportunity in Litecoin. And when you have a setup like that, it's just really hard for me not to want to update it. The last video that I made was called Litecoin Echo Cycles, and that's kind of where I basically talk about how this big market cycle right here is just a bigger version of this little market cycle right here. And even this little market cycle right here is just a smaller version of this market cycle right here. And so that's the echo, where you get the first cycle, an echo of a smaller version, an echo of a even smaller version. And once we break that pattern, then the market's really going to impulse hard. And what will break that pattern is when we get above the top of that second echo cycle. That will break the echo cycle, and that will confirm that we're in for a bigger cycle to come, a bigger market cycle. And that's really why I'm so bullish on Litecoin. I'm so excited for what price action is telling us on every single time frame. And just to give you guys an idea of what kind of price action you can see, let me take this trend extension tool. And since this is a one wave, our minimum target is going to be the 1618. Now, if we measure from what current prices are, our minimum target for the three wave is almost 300% gains. So $61 is a very, very undervalued Litecoin. I love the pattern. I think that once we get above the resistance level of $83, that's going to really confirm and give us the momentum to get above the resistance level of about 140. And once we're above that resistance level, it's going to really, really go parabolic to the 1618 at 230. And it wouldn't surprise me at all if we see a little bit of overshoot in that three wave, because it's very common for those three waves to even go a little bit past their minimum Fibonacci extension. And so really, from a market cycle perspective, this first cycle is completed, this second cycle is completed, and this third cycle should be completed. And that ABC wave is really what's confirming that. And when we go down into that 1 hour time frame, you can see just how big of a buy the dip opportunity this really is. I mean, the percentage down is 31%. We have a 31% dip since our last peak. And like I already pointed out, there's this wedge pattern right here. So the falling wedge pattern, that breakout of the falling wedge, this is that same kind of wedge pattern that occurred when Bitcoin actually hit 3.2 thousand. It broke out and then it kind of found support and then made like an inverse head and shoulders pattern out of that wedge and really started to see upside. And so that's something that I could definitely see occurring in the 1 hour here for Litecoin. The 15-minute time frame, these small time frames, I really do not like to use too much of. I just think that these smaller time frames are just a lot of noise, a lot of chop, and don't really give you too much information on what's going on in the market. And also, it's really, although Elliott wave theory is a fractal and occurs on all time frames, so there is Elliott waves in this shorter time frame, there just seems to be a lot more janky Elliott waves and a lot of things that don't occur as often in the bigger picture, like super extended fifth waves or ridiculously big third waves, or sometimes the extended fifth waves do happen in the bigger picture for sure, but some of the other stuff that we see seems to happen mainly in these shorter time frames. So they're very unreliable. With that being said, it does kind of look like there could be 5 waves in, but that's such a short time. This is all just so short term that if there is a dip, I really don't even think about it. I'm not even looking at the charts so consistently that a dip from the 5th wave down to the ABC to continuate again on the 15-minute time frame is meaningless to me. I don't care about it. I'm not going to sit and buy or sell or try to predict or anything like that. It's these bigger time frames that I'm going to do that in, because those are the ones that are going to give me the accuracy, and those are the ones that are going to keep you guys profitable in these markets all through 2020. So thank you guys so much for tuning into my Litecoin update. Again, you guys, we have completed 5 waves up in the shorter time frames here, and it looks to me it's very, very likely like we did complete our ABC correction on the way down, which landed in between the 50% Fibo and the 50% Fibo and the 618. We didn't quite reach the 618 here, but let me just show you what level we did reach. We were about $56, so very, very close to the 618 here. So I think that this cycle from this low to this peak and this low right here is likely to be completed, so we can see another Elliott cycle coming. Anyways, I love every single one of you guys. Seriously, thank you so much for all the support, all the growth that I've been getting in my channel, all the people emailing me in Discord and getting a hold of me about the VIP. Awesome to be getting you guys in as I'm closing off that for public purchasing. I will be doing webinars about the Elliott Wave Power Series soon, free webinars, and then with a very, very awesome offer, an amazing offer at the end of that. So stay tuned because I will be making a video all about that where you guys will be able to sign up for that actual webinar. But yeah, comment down below where you're tuning in from, and I will catch you guys in the next update. As always, stay profitable out there.